Peggy 16.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. My brother was just a kid when they took him. They thought I'd never find this place. That I'd forget about him. They were wrong. They'll try to stop me, but I'm stronger than them. We're stronger. You and I.
Peggy 16.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream of Remedy Games Control, our stream series where we play the video game Control, which, coincidentally, we also made. Welcome everyone. I'm joined today by Ville. Ville, would you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, super happy to be here. My name is Ville Sorsa and I am the principal audio designer here at Remedy.
Yes, indeed. Right, a couple of small things before we get started. The usual, which is we will not be making any new announcements about Control 2 or any of our other future projects. So if you came here hoping for announcements, that's not happening today. And if you see anyone come in later on in the stream asking for any updates, then you can tell them that, sorry, no announcements on this stream. And we are going to have a giveaway halfway through the stream, as usual, after our break. The winner, hold on, I'm reaching. There we go. The winner gets this Control tote bag. Nice, nice. And it's in a box. This Control mug with the FBC logo. And Ville was incredibly kind enough to add something, which is, if you've lifted up there, Ville, this signed LP of the Old Gods of Asgard Rebirth record. So Ville brought this. I didn't ask for it. I came here and I was like, we're gonna do a giveaway, and Ville was like, oh, I can give this. I was like, really? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, I'll give this. So a signed version of Old Gods of Asgard LP is also going to be part of the package. So you can thank Ville for that one.
My own personal copy.
Yeah, it's his own personal copy. It's very nice of him. Very, very nice of him. So yeah, that's going to be halfway through the stream. I saw a couple people already say that they can't watch the whole stream, don't worry. The VOD is going to be up on our YouTube channel immediately after the stream, so you can go watch it over on YouTube. And it's also on Twitch for some time, but it's going to live forever on YouTube. Can a previous winner enter again? Yeah, sure. You can definitely enter again. But yes, that's what's up for today's stream. And also, of course, if you haven't already heard the news, I know most of you probably have, but the Control console update is out now for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, and this includes the pre-order exclusive outfits, the Hideo Kojima mission that was a PS4 pre-order exclusive, and a bunch of other smaller stuff like VRR support and stuff like that. So if you've been holding up on that, waiting for that, it's out now. Thank you for your patience. Before we get started, Ville, I wanted to ask, like, what is it that you do as an audio designer? Not everyone might know what your work entails.
So I'm mostly focused on audio branding. So we have different projects and different IPs, and then obviously we have different entities. That's what we're going to cover today in the stream as well. And my job is to kind of like design and figure out the sort of like audio language for a lot of all of these things that we build in the game. So that is my primary work.
So kind of like the overall audio identity of a game. So kind of a holistic view.
Yes.
Not necessarily the nitty gritty, but what does this game, what does this IP like Control, what does it sound like on a whole level?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's always a team effort.
Of course.
A lot of people contribute this, but like this is like the primary function that what I operate and do.
Yeah.
So.
And you've been at Remedy for quite a long time, right?
Yeah, I'm almost clocking 15 years. So
wow,
I've been here ever since I came just after Alan Wake, the first one, had like released and the DLCs. So
wow,
yeah.
So yeah, you worked on what was after that, Quantum Break, then I guess.
The game after that was Alan Wake, The American Nightmare.
Oh yeah, American Nightmare.
Spin-off.
It always slips my mind.
Yeah.
Yes. So you worked on American Nightmare.
American Nightmare was my
Nice.
first one.
That's so cool. So yeah, he's a real OG. He's been here for a long time. So if you have any questions on that front, you can also, of course, shoot them in the chat. But yes, we're gonna jump into the game now. So we're gonna continue with the AWE DLC. We started on that last week, and we're gonna continue on that front. And we'll be chatting all things audio related to Control and our other games as well. And there's some American Nightmare fans already in the chat. Greetings back to Ukraine. I saw someone from Spain saying hello. Greetings back. Greetings. Control and Alan Wake 2's audio design is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big thank yous. We appreciate it. But yes, let's get into the game. I'll put on these headphones so we can hear the game. Is that left? Yes. There we go. I also tweaked some of the audio stuff for you chatters, so it should feel a little bit more balanced in the audio section, hopefully. So fingers crossed that I improved that. Yeah. But let me see. So on Control, what did you work on specifically?
So on Control, I was the audio lead, and basically my responsibility there was to kind of like direct the audio for the entire franchise. And yeah, that was super exciting, amazing. I love to do that, especially because it was a new IP. So you have like sort of clean slate, which for an artist is always a dream come true, especially now in AAA space where those like sort of like opportunities come, much less nowadays.
Yeah, I guess it's more like, okay, how can we, build a sequel for this brand or remake for this brand to manage risk because budgets are a lot bigger. But what was like your favorite? You mentioned that it was really fun working on like a new IP. I can also imagine that there's a lot of work that goes into figuring out a new IP because you don't have something established to base your stuff on. Is like, what is this thing? We don't know. We have to figure it out. So a lot of trial and error, figuring out what works, what doesn't work.
Absolutely. So I did a lot of research and trying to find like references for the game, and like I'm a big movie buff. So I love movies. I watch so much movies for this game, and then kind of like piece by piece, we kind of like the creative process usually goes like you have no idea what you're doing, and then you start to kind of like start figuring out things out piece by piece, and then like you have a bit more clarity, and then you start to kind of like, you know, test things out, and like then happy accidents happen, and like then you formalize this much more clearer picture of the aesthetics and the work you do, and then kind of like eventually you ship a game, and that's kind of like the end result of that long process. So
That's I mean, creating a new IP, like it's not just audio that needs to go through that process of like figuring out what everything is. It's the whole thing, art, design, just everything needs to be figured out.
Yeah.
Nothing is established. So with sequels, usually you have that base to build off of.
absolutely, yeah.
You mentioned you're a big movie buff. What are some of your favorite movies?
My favorite movies, I would say Lars von Trier's Antichrist, Enter the Void by Gaspar Noé,
Okay. I have not seen either.
and oh my goodness.
I'm not a huge I watch movies, but I would not class myself as a movie buff by any means.
Okay, man, if you're a Remedy fan, you need to
Wow.
watch those movies, and like you're gonna
No.
you're gonna enjoy those movies so much. And then lastly, I would say Brandon Cronenberg's. I think I have it.
You're looking.
Brandon Cronenberg's.
Oh, you have it with you, guys.
Yeah. Possessor. This is so good. So good movie. I think this is like not a whole lot of times like a brand new movie comes into my top 5. I just love this. I love this movie so much. So highly recommend it if you're kind of like into that sort of like bit of a sci-fi, surreal, kind of like bit violent, psychedelic stuff. This is right up in your alley.
I need to
So
watch that.
Brandon Cronenberg's Possessor, amazing movie.
It's the Cronenberg, right?
It's
is
the
it-
junior.
The junior, because I was like, I don't think it
Yeah.
was Brandon is his first. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cronenberg. I do love whatchamacallit, The Thing. That's his, right? The senior Cronenberg Thing is his, right? Am I wrong?
Oh, that's
I'm thinking of something else. Then I guess.
yeah.
My bad.
I should know. It will come.
No, it'll come to you.
Yeah.
It'll come to you. Oop.
Maybe someone in the chat can help us out.
Yeah. Which way are we going?
I should know.
That was Cronenberg. Oh well. Saw Long Legs last night. Ooh, I need to watch that as well. The thing is, I'm not a big watcher of movies by myself. That's the thing. So then I'd end up not watching a lot of movies, which is, it is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, put that shit down. Oh,
Yeah, you
no,
need to
no,
have
no,
your
that far.
preferred. You need to have your preferred medium. You know?
Yeah, for me it's video games for sure. Like
Yeah.
I love video games. I play a ton of video games, so
Yeah.
we all have our own things.
And don't get me wrong, I play a lot as well, but like much more selective and
Movies is your thing.
yeah, much more selective in terms of like what I play. So
It's understandable.
yeah.
So for Control, what were some of the like biggest challenges that you faced? Obviously, like nailing the identity of the game from an audio perspective was surely one of them.
I think that just getting the whole experience together and complementing like aesthetics and sound design and sort of like atmosphere and mood for the game. It was quite different when we kind of like early on started off this project, and I'm like super happy where we kind of like landed with, because it has this sort of like new weird vibe, and much of the sort of like influence came from another a movie recommendation. If you love Control, watch Annihilation.
I've heard great things about Annihilation.
That's definitely a movie to everyone who's played Control. It's like right up there. So like that kind of like new weird vibe for this IP was like very big thing, and then just like figuring that out. Technically, there were a couple of like really difficult things, like just the sheer size of the game. How do we systemically build all these different systems and support it dynamically? It was a specifically important for this game, given the kind of like all the destruction and everything. So
I guess by dynamically mean like not everything has to be put there like by hand, but like,
yeah, exactly, and you're operating in a systemic way and with rules rather than like building everything by hand. Of course, like there's a lot of scripted stuff and like a lot of unique content, but like much of the foundational experience is just kind of like system based basically. So that's cool.
But yeah, because especially once you start working on like bigger games, and this is especially true for open world games, you don't want to place everything by hand because that would be so time consuming. You want to come up with rules and different systemic ways to do that, like you say, oh well, in this area I want this type of foliage, these type of sounds, etc.
Yeah.
But then that it's not the press of a button. It requires a lot of work and pipelines and systems to build.
Yeah.
A lot of thinking as well, because you need to design those systems before
Absolutely.
you implement them. You can't just kind of or you can try to just figure it out as you go, but
Yeah.
I can imagine it's very painful if
Yeah.
you're just winging it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for example, like as just a simple example, the telekinesis was super difficult, both technically and aesthetically, to get right. And I think overall we worked like in a year and a half on that alone. But that,
Damn.
it was just something that we had to get right. And I just love the tonality and the destruction and all that.
Yeah, I can imagine that it was really important because the player hears it so much throughout the game, so it has to be right. It's a thing that you
Absolutely.
constantly hear.
Yeah. As a sort of like a nice detail to know, there's actually two underlying physics system in this game. So one for the sort of like real life destruction, and then we built a completely another physics system to cover the
Interesting.
telekinesis skills. So
All right, hold up. I think I know. I see what I've missed. I need to take this. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Jesse. I think. Yes. Okay, now I got it. There we go. Someone's asking, what's the deal with these shadows? This is the AWE DLC, which is Alan Wake related. So the dark presence is affecting the oldest house, or rather, Dr. Hartman, who has been possessed by the dark presence, but also the hiss at the same time. So there we go.
Place for him to hide.
That's what I was supposed to do. Gerbil took the top head. I see. It's the fucked up old man. Yeah, Dr. Hartman, he's not doing great. He's not doing great. He's had better days. Are you guys finished? Yep, we are. We are indeed, and we are located in Espoo, Finland, right next to Helsinki. Someone was asking about what is this character? It looks different. This is one of the pre-order outfits that was originally just for PS4, but now it's available on PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X as well. Oh, there you go. That's not what I wanted.
Oh!
Ow! I didn't know it would explode.
Rookie mistake.
I didn't know it would explode. But I'm good. Oh, this is the cleaning the place for Ahti.
Yeah.
We'll do it fine since we're here. Get blown up, Lamau. Come on. There we go.
I love the fact that we had this sort of like bit different stuff on the DLCs as well. Kind of like spice it up a bit.
That is the fun thing about DLCs, that you can
Yeah.
you can try stuff out
can-
like this where you're like,
Yeah, you
try
can
this.
goof around a bit.
Yeah. But still remain, true to the themes and the aesthetic
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
the story. Please
Yeah.
talk to Fra. I will. Give me a sec. What was that one about? Oh, that one just turns on the light. I see. That's the one. That's what that was about. Yeah, let's talk to Fra, which is the character over here. I don't know what this is like. Here, this.
Worry who? See the seat.
Hello?
Hello. Great about us today. Long roads and no hardly.
What
You
roads
are
are
a bygone?
Sure. Why are you locked up in here?
Casual casual turning, back and front, and Gerbil took the top head. Not being pressed for that. Lady going and loosing back fry?
Sorry, I think I'm misunderstanding you. What do you want?
The head? The head for tails? For reading news, jars, words, and tumble. The reading head.
Okay, take it easy. I'll take a look.
Such a fun character.
Maybe it wants
Yeah, I absolutely love the writing in this game. It's just so quirky and funny.
But also the performance. I mean, you can't hear it, but the performance is great because
Yeah.
the way the voice actor reads the performance is like the character is speaking as if the character thinks what they are saying is completely normal and understandable. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like they're like trying to speak, but they don't quite know how. It sounds like
Yeah.
they're speaking in a way that they think is completely correct.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense.
Yeah,
And like
absolutely.
like someone in chat saying the inflections are correct, where they were like, like they like asked something, but they were saying like you don't know, like you don't get it. Like it's to them, it's like, oh yeah, this is completely.
Yeah, we got
Completely
like absolutely amazing cast in this game as well. Like I love Ahti.
Ahti is my favorite
Yeah,
character in this game.
he's so good. Like
He's-
performed by Martti Suosalo, Finnish actor,
Yes, he was just
very famous.
indeed. Ahti is great. Someone was asking, what is your favorite? You wouldn't believe how we made this sound moment when doing the Foley work for Control.
That's an interesting question. Yeah, maybe this bleeds into a bit of the aesthetics talk, but like, some of the hiss sounds in the game are actually from my voice.
Oh, really?
So I'm the hiss.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's pretty interesting. Yeah. So when I was recording that stuff, that was pretty funny.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah. I think you can like hear some of the assets if you can find like a control point that's still like corrupted. I don't know if there's any left. So
Probably not, at least in this area.
yeah.
Probably in the main game area. His sounds are incredibly eerie. Great job on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you also brought some stuff like Ville brought like a bunch of stuff with him.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna have such a show today. Like,
Want to show us something already?
yeah, like I mean, actually, yeah. I'm trying to kind of like think what would be the right order. Like, okay, so like, let's start from the beginning because like these sounds, they don't just appear from like nothing. So obviously you need to kind of like source the sounds, and for that reason I brought like a rig because it's just build it.
Doesn't want to brag.
My team.
Right.
So let's start from the microphone. So here's a microphone, and this is what we use in our games to record sounds and like,
In the real world.
in the real world. So you go and like basically point at things, and you can record stuff. And it has this like fur. It's called dead cat. Because you obviously when you're outside, you want to get rid of the wind because that ruins all the shot, all the recordings obviously. And below this you have the blimp. So this is kind of like the protective kind of like layer for the microphone, and then like when you open this up,
Oh, that's
shows
where
you
it is. Oh.
the capsule. I don't know if this.
Yeah, it probably doesn't show too well, but the mic is
Yeah,
inside there.
Yeah. So basically, maybe you can pull this apart. Might as well to do that. You can actually see what's going on inside. So then you remove the capsule. 1 sec. And here you have it. Like,
So small.
the actual microphone is it's very pointy. This one is called a shotgun microphone. It's hypercardioid and it's like very directive, so it isolates the sounds around you. So that's why sound designers use a lot of like these kind of like
So I've heard through the grapevine.
microphones in the work.
Spread rumors, just, people talk.
Don't
Not me,
break
though.
stuff.
I keep my nose to the ground.
Yeah, don't break it.
And then we have petrol bag.
The what bag?
The petrol bag.
The petrol bag.
Yeah, it's called petrol bag because the
Oh, the
manufacturer
brand.
is petrol. We don't have any kind of like sponsorships, but like that's why it's called that. It even has like this old school Remedy logo on top of it.
Oh, nice.
So this includes everything else. So we got headphones, and then we have brakes, which is the batteries, and I'm gonna try to give you a good look at that. And then we have the actual recorder here.
Nice.
Fired up. It's upside down. It looks like that, basically.
Ah,
Yes.
so cool.
So that is kind of like the sort of like bread and butter gear that we use outdoors. We do indoor recordings as well, but like this is supposed to do if we could go and record like weapons or explosions or like rain or like whatever. So we use those kind of bricks.
I remember we had some video material from that was from Alan Wake 2 stuff where there was like filming explosions and fire and stuff.
Yeah,
at,
pyrotechnics and
yeah, at a range.
Cool stuff. We've done a few of those. They're really fun to do. We did a really big one for Quantum Break as well. We did like very big weapon recording session in the UK, and then we did another very big session here in Finland. We got a 70-ton crane,
Good lord.
and then we just lifted up cars and then just like dropped them.
Just robbed them.
Yeah,
This is so
that
cool.
was so fun. Yeah. Yeah, so we do outdoor recordings, and then we do also indoor recordings quite a lot. So we have a specific like recording spaces, like a Foley studio. We have Foley pits, and
Which is like right next to your studio, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's a dedicated space for that kind of like work. And we do a lot of like close proximity recording there. Oh, a difficult spot.
Yeah. There we go. Right.
Yeah, so someone is asking like, do you have to record everything from the ground? No, absolutely not. So we have like what we call like production libraries. That's like, all the general stuff that you need, and like, but what we kind of like focus on mostly is just kind of like anything that's like super important for the franchise or the IP that we're working on, meaning like franchise sound or franchise sound design altogether. Then we try to kind of like make an extra effort to kind of like create something unique with our gear and like sound design work. So that's the kind of like process.
Yeah, so I guess using ready-made libraries, so to speak, for more generic stuff, but then the stuff that is like very us, very Control or Alan Wake or whatever the specific game is, those we make ourselves to make sure that it fits and it sounds authentic.
Absolutely.
Because like the launch sound, for example, like what is that supposed to sound like? How could you find something ready-made? Like you can't really, because it's not a codified thing,
Yeah, there's a lot of craftsmanship and like just artisan work that goes into the actual design process. So all this stuff is for like sourcing sounds basically. We have like a relatively big like general production library that's kind of like roughly the size of like regular Hollywood production company, and then we've already built like franchise libraries for all of our IPs like Control and Alan Wake as well. So
going forward, we have like less work to do, so to speak. So
yeah.
Future-proofing ourselves. Someone was asking in YouTube that what's the most annoying thing other than wind to deal with recording outside?
People. Like you're trying to record something super quiet, and then there's people around. They're driving cars or like speaking in the background or something like that. And that sometimes happens on the set as well. So like if you're doing like on-set recordings that like people just don't stay put, so But nowadays we have like relatively good like tools to get rid of all that stuff. But like I've been around the block for like years and years and years, and that wasn't always the case. So
No, I can imagine like it's people don't realize like when you don't do the sound stuff, even if you have people who are in the team, they don't realize how particular it is, like how much it picks up, which is understandable. Like if you've never done it, like you have no idea.
Yeah.
Even I, with limited audio experience with doing, game streams and stuff like that, like, now I understand, like, okay, this is how I should speak to a microphone, and I don't want to hit the table, I don't want to do this, and you develop, I guess, instincts for that, but it takes training.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple of really good questions here. I'll just shoot out.
Go.
Yeah, like for example, like with Quantum Break and Microsoft, like they own the old franchise sound, so we don't really own that. But like with our own franchises and the source sounds, we kind of like
We own
ownership of that. How do you make that true sound? So this is something that we worked on for like so long, and it's actually dynamic. So depending on like how far and how fast the object works, object comes to the Jesse, there's this like tonal sound that like is generated, and then once you grab it, there's an audio cue, and then if you grab something like then you can there's this additional like sort of like voicey element that I think I did that, and then you can actually see specks of dust and particles. Can you hear the actual detail?
You can hear like this kind of humming.
Yeah, and there's like specks of dust and stuff like that also generated from that object when it's over there, and then you have the launch, and then you actually go to the telekinetic physics system. That's so. I'm exactly the same Ville.
Can you read out the comment? What was the
comment? Sorry. Is this the same Ville that plays Firebreak? Yes, I am the one. I heard that through the grapevine that like people have been discussing me in the Discord server. So shout out to all Firebreak players. I play that game quite a lot, and I really enjoy it. So if you see me there, hit me up.
Hell yeah. The one and only. Ville from Remedy. Oh, that's actually a fun question. Does Remedy have its own Wilhelm scream that you find yourself going back to time and time again?
We do have those sounds, but not like Wilhelm scream per se. There's been a couple of occasions where people have actually tried to put the Wilhelm scream into the game or something. No. For so many reasons.
I'm guessing there's like copyright to that and all that kind of stuff. Oh goodness.
Yeah. There's the whole like legal dimensions, and also that like I understand it why people.
It's like it's a thing.
It's a thing, but like I just. Yeah, I respectfully disagree on putting that kind of stuff
That's fair.
in your games. Yeah.
I can understand creatively why you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I personally feel that it's an immersion breaker because like
That's fair. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
I think nowadays it can definitely be an immersion breaker because it's so known. Like, before the internet, I think it was a thing. It wasn't like people didn't know it as ubiquitously as like now.
Yeah.
It was like the Wilhelm scream. It's the thing. Where's that orb? There you are. Oh, I'm getting.
You're getting smoked.
I'm getting absolutely smoked.
Yeah.
And yoked.
But yeah, I do have like a very specific sounds. Yeah, I tend to gravitate every single time. There's just like you need hit marker sounds for the enemy kills. So I tend to gravitate towards this one specific source sound that like.
Oops, I don't know.
It's just a permutation every single time of the same thing because it just works. And I tried so many things that like I just like the fact that there's some common ground, and if you played one game, then it's kind of like it's a design language thing as well that like you immediately know what that cue means and all that. So
easy, yes, that makes sense. I think regarding hit sound, that guy is way up there. But regarding hit sounds, I think was it for Overwatch 1? I want to say this might be an urban legend, so. I'm not sure if it's 100% correct, but for the headshot sounds, I think they used like opening a can because the designer was like, or was it a bottle? Opening a beer can or a beer bottle, because they're like, that's a really satisfying sound.
Yeah.
So then they used that as the headshot hit indicator sound. And I was like, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Like where like the places that you can get sounds from is very funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We aced it. Okay, we go up there. The yellow tarp to guide us.
Yes.
It just works.
Is it always yellow?
It's always yellow,
It is always yellow.
but it works.
Yeah,
That's why we do it in game dev, because it works.
it works.
And once you've like locked down your geometry for the level, it's the fastest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because if you have to change the geometry, then it's like, oof, it's a lot of work. We're gonna have to do all kinds of stuff again.
Yeah, we do a lot of like similar kind of work for guiding the player. We just kind of like put spot sounds into the kind of like critical path, and that kind of like usually grabs the player's attention to kind of like, okay, there's like, what is that? Like, there's a sense of exploration, and like, you know, they want to kind of like know what the source of, what is making that sound basically.
The curiosity.
Yeah, the curiosity kind of like leads people walk forwards, and it's you kind of like do this. You can build scenes by you know introducing sounds before you see anything. And you build this invisible threat by just using sound, and it's just super exciting always to do.
There we go.
Shit.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I thought I got them both. Oh, they're mold walkers. Huh. What do you know? Oh, I need to clean up my weapon mods. There we go. What other stuff did you find challenging while working on Control? I know it was figuring out the identity of the game, of course, took a long time, but what else was like particularly challenging?
I think because the game was a bit of a sandbox, it wasn't like sort of like our usual way of working, and like in those terms, that project was like completely new and groundbreaking for that. That kind of like just introduced a host of like new kind of like challenges in terms of like how the game is built and all that. And also technology-wise, that we had to kind of like reinvent quite a few things just to kind of like make everything work. Ranging from streaming to kind of like the underlying environmental systems and all that, which I can talk a little bit later.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Or right now as well, if needed. Yeah, so one of the key kind of like aesthetics and sort of like identities that we have in the game is the oldest house. And we kind of like wanted to treat this entity to be this sort of like as one of the main characters of the whole experience. So we put a lot of effort on the technology and the kind of like work that went into this. So we have, for example, like fully dynamic reverb and acoustic system, an ambient system.
What does that mean?
So as a good example, if you could find a room and then go into a larger space.
Let's see. So this is kind of a
Yeah, if you can take grip, for example.
Sorry, grip.
Take grip.
Let's see. Oops.
And then I'll. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
select
I have grip. I never remember the names. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. So before you go, just shoot a couple of times here, and then just. Let me explain first.
Sorry.
So shoot a couple of times here, and then move into the bigger area, and you could hear how the tails of the weapon changes gradually over time, because there's a bit of a delay, a slew, so that we could do smooth transitions. So we can just test it out right now.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. And it's fully dynamic, so you can keep shooting and then just moving back into the small room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, so it changes the tails and the acoustic characteristics of the space, the reverbs there. It also tracks like what kind of surfaces we have, because we have a lot of concrete in this game. So we have like cold tones for the reverbs, and then if you go into a wooden room, it's like a lot more warmer. So there's a really nice palette and characteristics of space in this game. And then we did I think we did one unique location. That was the Black Rock Quarry, which was like completely this vast area, and that had like completely different sort of like acoustic.
Yeah, because it's like it kind of has an open sky, but
kind of,
but not really.
but not really. Yeah. So that is kind of like one of the key things for this game. It was much more systemic than our previous games.
So I imagine that's a lot of not only sound design, but also tech that we need to build, because it's it's our own engine, so we can't just be like, oh, it's there already. It's like, no, we have to build the system that then can be used.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments.
No worries. Someone's saying that they released ray traced audio into Godot. That's cool. From what I understand, Godot has come along like a lot in the past like couple of years, like to the point where now it's like really, really powerful.
Yeah.
And I did mess around with it like a year ago or something, just for my own stuff. And I'm by no means like a programmer or designer, but I know a little bit of programming.
Yeah.
And just having a look at it. And it was like, I was surprised when I downloaded it, because I was like, downloaded maybe like a 50 megabyte thing, and I was like, oh, that's probably the installer, and I was like, no, that's the engine. I was just like, oh, that was the engine.
Yeah.
But shout out to Godot, open source, love to see it.
Someone is asking, was it difficult to create that blurry smoke effect? And I believe...
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah, it's probably the sort of like his effect, and I think this is good, like sort of like a transition to the actual kind of like broader discussion concerning the aesthetics. Yeah, so all the way back to Quantum Break, we worked together with the visual teams to create these like sort of like audio reactive visuals. So in Quantum Break we had this like sort of geometric distortion, so all the wobbly things that you have there is generated from audio. So we built this like custom tool that kind of like analyzes the sound design work we did and then generates those particles into the game. And that kind of like morphed into this sort of like hiss effect in the game. And it was a long process, both like audio and visual wise, like, and how to make it work and how to kind of like, you need to sort of like syncresis between the visual effects and sound to kind of like really sell the experience.
Yeah, to mesh.
Yeah. I actually, as thematically, every single project I have a kind of like sort of a theme for my projects, for my current game that I'm working, I want to record a lot. And for Alan Wake 2, I wanted to work a lot in the box, meaning like using a lot of like just basically working in the, PC environment. And for this specific game, I really wanted to do a lot of work with hardware and modular synthesizers specifically. And what is a modular synthesizer? It's basically this like a machine that you build out of modules, and you can basically design your machine yourself. And when you buy these modules, they kind of like do different things, and then you can combine them together. I might as well just show you.
Yeah, just show it.
And you can combine them together in a semi-random way, or like maybe you have a plan in place, and then it kind of like creates these like incredible soundscapes and sound effects that we use as a source for our projects. And this was like so much used in this game. Like it's the most that I've used a modular synthesizer in our projects. So as an example for the hiss, I've got a couple of like. I can actually show you the machines that were used in creating the sounds of the hiss. So we have like, I don't know if you can see this. This is Morphogene. It's just this sort of like a sampler slash sort of like a granular synthesizer. And what does a granular synthesis means? You have like a audio piece. Let's say like, I don't know, a rock crumpling or something like that, and it basically samples it into a very small slices, and then you can modulate those tiny pieces to create something that's just anamorphic or morphing into something that's super abstract and surreal and all that. And I use this combination of like Morphogene and grain shift to create these sort of like very sort of like gritty, dark, abstract, super distorted and twisted sounds. Grain shift as well this is sort of like a similar module that kind of like operates really well together. So that was like used a lot in the sort of like his sound design work, and it basically just you use this sort of like just a regular 3.5 millimeter
Audio jack.
Audio jack, cables, and then you just kind of like start doing that. And this is wonderful because like it's always a journey to work with these. You set out yourself a task to do something, and then like it most often doesn't work out, as always, because it's very complicated. But it's a journey. So like on the way, trying to reach your ultimate goal, which is to do like, for example, his sound design, you discover something else through serendipity and happy accidents, and this is a source of so many delightful, elative like sounds that my imagination could not create. That's the magic of this system, basically.
The discovery.
Discovery, yes. It's all about discovery. And like 4 hours with this thing is nothing. Like, you start twiddling the knobs and just connecting cables, and like 4 hours later, it's just like, wow, what happened?
Yeah. That's great. The creative process is pretty wild because like I'm not an audio designer or I don't have any experience in that field. It's just like this is fascinating. Yeah. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes into it that
Yeah.
Because I'm sure to a lot of people it feels so self-explanatory. So you're saying
Absolutely. I think. Can you hear these sort of like swirly? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear it.
So the main aesthetic for his was chaos, corruption, and all this, and like we had few permutations from it. It was like it used to be this sort of like, I don't know, electronic demonic thing, but like it ended up being much more like sort of like natural kind of like entity. And to kind of like counteract that, for Polaris, we wanted to have like harmonic, soothing sounds, and those sounds that you kind of like hear at the moment, those are like part of that Polaris like sound palette, and that was done with rings. And this is sort of like a resonator module, which in essence it virtualizes, it uses sort of like synthesis where you could imagine a guitar string, and then you can agitate that string and it starts to resonate, and it produces these like wonderful lush kind of like textures. And that's the sound. That's the sound that you're currently hearing. So
interesting. Yeah. They're kind of.
Yeah. And those are dynamic as well.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I just hit that and a little clink clank sound. That's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Very satisfying. Small sound. No updates, by the way, on our future game projects, Control 2 or Max Payne. I know there's some people asking, so just want to get that out of the way. Eagle Limited AWE.
For the sort of like
corners to hide in.
oldest house in general, we had like a lot of different types of palettes for the environment or storytelling just to create like atmosphere and like density in the rooms, because like obviously it's a concrete building. It's just concrete rooms. So we wanted to kind of like create these palettes for like hiss and Polaris and then the mold and like, you know, the different sectors and all that. And it has this eerie sort of like hounding feel all together. And for that, we used quite a lot of sort of like electroacoustic instrumentation. And then like used sort of like granular synthesis to create these sort of like drone type of things. And over here I've got a couple of examples like Azam. This is the first.
Whoa, let me just change our scene so people can
Yeah.
see it. Just a sec, chat.
So this is like one of the instruments that we used to.
What is that called?
It's Azam bells. I think the instrument is called 09 or something like
Okay.
that. And this is like one of the smaller ones. I brought the smaller ones because like I don't want to bring the big ones here because
Yeah.
it's gonna take the whole room. But this was one of the instruments that we used to do those like drones. And another one.
So that's a real thingamajig.
Yeah. It's called microphonic sound box. These are called noise boxes, so it has this like antennas and everything, and you
These
can
little.
yeah, so you can create like all these kind of like textures and like, you know, bow the brass.
There's a thing here.
Yeah, and then like I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, maybe you can hear it.
So just kind of like use that as a source for.
Yeah, that reminds me of the, I forget what it was called, but that Petri Alanko used to, for Alan Wake 2, the big thing.
Yeah, we got like Marvin and
yeah.
Apprehension Engine. They're
Yeah,
massive.
Yeah, that was like this big
Yeah,
thing, and
they're amazing.
yeah,
They're
that was-
amazing. I think if you can Google Apprehension or Marvin, you can find and see the photos.
Or you can check our
Yeah,
Alan Wake
absolutely.
2 dev stream from
Yes.
last year. The first one, I think, is with Petri, and we show those videos of him messing around with them and making weird sounds. Those
Excellent
are cool.
point.
Those are really cool. Thanks for showing those.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that it's
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, and those were like combined with like, you know, for example, clouds. This is a texture synthesizer, so it takes those sounds and creates these like long, kind of like droney sounds from them. And then we have our Aztec death whistle.
Whoa! Aztec death whistle.
Yeah. So you can pick this up, this sound from what are the guys called, which are the kind of like explosive ones that kind of like charge. I can't remember.
The what nose?
The enemies that come towards you and explode.
Oh yeah, those ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
remember what they're called.
Yeah, we use that particular enemy type with this bad boy over here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
His charge.
charge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. So this is the sound for those guys.
Huh. Interesting. That's so cool. But that's like you blow into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like being very considerate about the people watching this stream because like
Yeah.
this might be very not nice sounding, so I don't want to blow anyone's.
Yeah, we might blow your eardrums, so they're saying do it.
Should I do it?
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I'm gonna raise my hand like this. If you don't want to hear it, mute the stream until I put my hand down. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Actually, the mic is not picking it up.
I'm gonna come closer.
I think it's because hold up. Let me do one thing real quick. Wait. I know why it is. It's because of the noise reduction.
I can do it closer.
No, but I know how to.
Okay.
Because I'll just turn off that filter for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Round 2.
There, go for it.
Okay.
There we go. It did clip a little bit, but it's fine. There we go. Hope you enjoyed it, chat. Chat is loving it. They're it's the his charge, yeah. It's a cool sound though.
I love it. That's like one of my favorite
It's a very cool sound.
instruments. Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, what a time to join the stream. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it was because I have a noise suppressor, so of course it takes those like high end and low end frequencies and
Yeah.
gets rid of them for like
Yeah.
those types of sounds. But that's funny. Awesome. Man, sound design is so cool. What am I doing? Oh right, this thing. I have to video
Yeah.
games. Let's do a little Jesse spin. Okay, cool. I don't know why it's so fun.
Yeah.
The spinning is so much fun. Oh,
Oh, we're in trouble.
loud here. Where am I going? Where am I going? No
boss fight.
bully.
Yeah, I love the grittiness of this game. Like we paid a lot of attention to do that. I actually have like maybe one more module to show. So this one is called R57.
Very inventive name.
Yeah, I don't. Can I swear in this?
Yeah, you can swear.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna bring this in. So it's boringly R57 by Metasonics, and it states here
Read the instructions, damn it.
on the box. So this is a tube distortion unit, and like the industry name for this. Oh my goodness, the industry name for this is horsecock.
Thank you, audio.
Yeah. And it has this like
Let me
tubes in it.
switch over to the bigger camera view. Why is it called that?
Because of the tubes and how it sounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
As a detail, Mick Gordon uses the same distortion in Doom.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah. So shout out to Mick.
Nice.
We're brothers. You have this, as well.
Nice. If there's any kids watching the stream, if there's any kids watching the stream, I'm. Ooh,
I did ask.
You did ask.
I did ask.
You did ask. I didn't expect that though. I'm gonna be real. Not what I expected. That's a funny name, but it's good to know that Mick Gordon also uses the horse cock.
Yeah.
What a sentence. Not one that I thought I would be saying today. I think I just listened to BFG Division this morning when I was coming to work, or was it last
Yeah.
night? One or the other. I love that song. It's great. Oh, I switched weapon accidentally. It's a problem when you played a lot of different like AAA games at the same time. You're like, buttons. Which control scheme is this one? Because I started playing Silent Hill F yesterday, and then the day before I started playing Ghost of Yote. So my control schemes are all over the place. Where am I going here? But so far, I'm enjoying both, like both Ghost of Yote and that was a big kick. Oops. Everything's recharging. And yeah, and Silent Hill F, both I am very much enjoying. Very, very much. But it's been a great year for games, honestly. Like if you like playing video games, boy howdy has it been a year. Boy howdy. What a year. Okay, what's next? Who's speaking? Oh, it's Hartman. I was like, someone's speaking to me. It's indeed Hartman. Emil Hartman from Sweden. Oh yeah, Outer Worlds 2 is also coming out. Which I cannot believe that Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds, the original, came out like, I want to say like a month between each other.
Yeah.
It's how did such similarly named games come out at like almost the exact same time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Someone is asking any fun anecdotes about sound design. Control specific. This was pretty funny. As I said earlier, a lot of the sort of like aesthetic pillars for our, things changed quite a lot during the development. So my original vision for Polaris was much more organic. So we were using like sounds from camels and bagpipes and stuff like that.
It's very different.
Yeah, to create like the original sound aesthetic, but then we kind of like steered towards this sort of like, very kind of like opposite forces, chaos versus sort of like order and harmony and everything, and the visual representation also steered into that direction. So we kind of like quite drastically changed the aesthetics there.
And that's part of the process, right? Like you start
Absolutely,
off with like,
yeah,
it's probably going to be this, and then like as you go on, you're like, actually, it's this.
Yeah. It's all about repetition and then just kind of like discovering things.
Good evening, all you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
Yeah, Automod on Twitch for some reason is like grabbing really weird words like promotion. For some reason, I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry for people who get caught in the auto mod. I don't know why it's so aggressive.
Yeah.
What was the deal here?
Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. Tickets, please. Tickets.
Which please?
Oh my God.
That hammer looks very big. Sorry?
I think you had to do it in right order.
Maybe?
Help us out.
Maybe? I'm just gonna click on everything and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Train hurtling down tracks. Oh boy.
Does sound design and music design work together? Especially in Control, that was one of our key pillars that we designed, planned, executed all together, and we gave all our source recordings, all our sound design to the composers, and they used it in their game, and then vice versa. They did a lot of like music work and stemming, and like then that became part of our
Next stops,
content
Alton,
as well.
Carlinville, and Springfield.
So we were very, very specifically trying to kind of like bend or like kind of like phase out the sort of like
Good evening, all you
transition between what is sound design and what is music in this game.
ease your minds and please your
And one of the kind of like key things that was a first for our game, music-wise, was that we use generative music, so music is generated on the fly. So you can change the tempos and like the structure of the music. It's very dynamic and reactive to your actions in the game, basically. So that was a very big innovation music-wise for this game. And the second big innovation was Ashtray Maze, our tentpole sequence in the game.
Beloved by many.
Yes, that was difficult. As with all things that are done first time, that was very challenging to do. It took forever to do.
Why was that?
It was just a sheer amount of complexity, and then just working with the points of the fall and like, getting enough content and reacting it in a right way, in the right sequence and all that. So figuring that out, I think it took us almost a year. Almost a year to do that one sequence. It was a long process, which had been, then repeated in our latter games like Alan Wake 2. But yeah, with Alan Wake 2, it was much more easier, obviously, because like
You've done it once.
we've already done it once, and you don't need to do this. We will hopefully do different mistakes.
Yeah.
So learning from my past experiences by doing that. So
Okay, we're trying to figure this out. So let's see. The order. This got to be the first one because like good afternoon.
yeah.
welcome, and then I think this is next because it's like have your tick. Good evening.
Here's some
Smooth tunes.
minds and
Delicious dinners roll out.
as we wait for that delicious
So I guess that will be this one. And they bring the dinner. Then, but I did that in that order. Because then this is the crash stuff. Or is there some other specific? Let me check the. Where's the mission say? It's where is it?
Yeah, is there music or sound stock here, especially made for this environment? So we made these sort of like, we call them environment kits. They were like flavored to specific locations like research center or office space or like the mold areas. What you basically do is you create a host of sounds. I mean, we built this tech that you put one of these like environmental kits in the middle of the room, and it kind of like starts to spawn soundscape around player. And there's specific rules that you can do. They can spin, or like they can be stationary, or like, you know, and that's how everything's generated, because there's so much space to cover basically. So there's this like sort of like spawn points where environmental sounds are being triggered. This is probably not the best spot.
No, but I can go to some other spot
Yeah.
to illustrate the point if you want me to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, did I do it?
Felt like it was trying to tell me something.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it correct, but I can go
So-
somewhere else in the oldest house if you want me to.
Yeah.
Just let me know where.
Maybe, I don't know, mold.
Okay.
Mold has like very organic sort of like texture to it. There's a lot of like animalistic / animal based sounds in it.
Let's see, where's the mold at? It's not in here.
And then if there's a presence of hiss, then we introduce a lot of this sort of like very horror-esque sounds and corrupted, you know, sound voices and like.
Here we are. Just, he's eating the mold. Oh no. Chat, don't eat the mold. Yeah, so this is where the mold boss fight is.
So we stay here for a second. You can hear.
Cool.
And in certain areas, we play more content, and in certain areas we also play less content. So it depends on like, you know, the context and what we want to do. Obviously,
Very nice.
yeah.
Meditating on the mold, indeed. Ambient noise intensifies. Yeah, you might not hear it perfectly, chat, because I keep the game audio a little lower so you can hear us speak. But
Yeah,
you can definitely tell that there's something going on.
yeah.
You want me to go somewhere else?
Yeah, let's go to research.
We can go to, where's the main area? Ritual division. Why not? That's an interesting question. How important is the absence of sound, and how do you decide when to use it?
Silence and absence of sound is the single most important tool in sound designers' arsenal of tools.
So
It's
very.
very specific. And here's why. Because we're usually not kind of like accustomed in our everyday life to be in silence. And it's super effective.
Especially modern life.
Yeah, even more so if you just introduce one sound in the scene, that becomes a focal point of all of your attention. And that can be used as a guiding tool. We call them lures if you need to kind of like guide players somewhere. Or like, if you, let's say you have a massive, you know, combat scene, and let's say that there would be only one sound playing. The brain is triggered in a way that like it will immediately start to look for visually where that's coming from. So you could take like the smallest detail of like a plethora of things, and you would identify that that's the thing I need to focus. So we do a lot of this sort of like triggery in our games and pacing wise and everything. So like, and I feel that like it's done masterfully in most of our games because we think about so much of that kind of stuff, how things flow and what we choose to play and what we choose not to play. And
Yeah, Vito, we're gonna take the break in like 10, 15 minutes.
Maybe if you go to the research area where the first lobby basically.
Yeah.
And I'll talk in meanwhile. So let's talk about the service weapon for a bit. The service weapon was also like very different in the beginning aesthetically. The sort of like first proper iteration was, I think Mixu or some of the gameplay designers specifically requested me to make it sound sort of like impactful, but like almost like, not sci-fi, but like, you know, futuristic in tone. And they basically mentioned me that like we wanted to sound like the Blade Runner 2049, is it?
The latter one, yeah.
The latter one, yeah. And I did exactly that. It sounded very close to that because I used that as a reference. And then we kind of like, as the development progressed forward, we got like some more context and aesthetics. Can we show secrets?
Of course.
Perfect.
What do we want?
So if you go right here, just look up. We need to go one floor up.
Okay. If you're talking about the secret room with the Poets of the Fall, we already checked that out on one stream.
No, I think you need to go from somewhere here. It's right there, that corner.
This corner?
I think it's... Did I actually remember incorrectly? It is somewhere here. It's some corner here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the audio team members are in the poster.
Oh, that's cute.
And there's a Easter egg that's sadly, I think, a long time gone, but like music related. Easter egg there.
Correct.
I completely lost my trail of thought.
That's okay. You want to be...
Yeah. So the aesthetic of the weapon changed completely into this sort of like transformative, sort of like piece by piece kind of like bit. And I did quite extensive work on creating source sounds. So I used this physical modeling module, which is called Basilimus Iterus Alter.
Let me show you that.
Yeah.
There.
And this is a physical modeling synth, so it's really good at creating this sort of like metallic pings and, you know, etc. And I combined this with Kalamazoo camera clouds. This is these are actually the same identical modules. The layout of the buttons and potentiometers is exactly the same, but this one is actually hacked. So you can change the firmware here, and it operates under exactly the same hardware, but it creates these sort of like glitchy sound things that like I just utilized in the service weapon sound design. So it's a combination of like real weapon foley and then those like metallic glitchy things. And if you press switch weapon, it does this movement over there. And people complained that like, oh, it didn't have like weapon switch sound. And I actually did that. Here's another anecdote. In the final mix process, I had to actually mix that sound completely off.
Yeah, because there's no sound currently when you do this.
And here's why. Because as nice as sound design wise it was really exactly that, like the theme of the transformation. Sadly, when you entered into a sequence, like you put the gun down or go into cinematics, because the gun makes that sort of like transformation and it's triggered by the animation event, it played all across the game and it was driving people nuts. So I had to make the difficult decision to cut it all together because it was causing more
It was too
issues.
disruptive.
Yeah, it was causing too much issues in the flow and like all that, and that's sadly why it's gone.
Yeah, sometimes we have to do that.
Sometimes you need to kill your darlings, basically.
It is what it is.
I was absolutely certain that the room is over there. Maybe if you could just go and just take a look at like all the corners.
Because someone said something about a meeting room.
Yeah, it is here. It's probably even more higher.
Can't get any higher. Oh, maybe
Yeah,
there.
there's the other secret room all the way up there. There is a secret room.
Secret room. Ah, snap. Messed up. Hail, darling. Yes. I'm sure Trench at some point was like, yeah, we should kill that guy. There we go.
Yeah, so this is one of the secret areas, and then you can. I think you can. This is the platform where you need to fly there.
Over there?
It's over there. I think it's over there. Yeah,
let me see.
on the other side of the. Yeah, that's where we need to go. It's just higher than I expected. Sorry, it's been 6 years.
And
So
there's a room.
if you go here,
Because this is the
secret music room.
Yeah, this is the secret music room. Yes?
Yeah, and then on the left-hand side, there's a poster on the wall. There we are.
The Sound of Bromance.
Yeah, on the.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
are. There he is.
That's us.
Aw, Pentatoxic Waste. There's Vinland.
Yeah.
Is that Gulli?
Yeah,
On the
that's
right?
Gulli. Yeah.
That's Sam.
Yeah.
I don't recognize the people
Yeah.
at the edges, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, switch the scene. Oops. Sorry. I forgot. There we go.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So here we are. That was our audio team.
Yeah, so that's Ville in the middle. That's Gulli, Sam.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Andre.
Andre, and who's this?
Uh, no.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's gonna come to me.
It'll come back to you.
I'll blanked out. Sorry.
No worries. Waji.
YT. Yes. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Could you go one more time back
Of
there?
course.
So if you go to the left as well. So there's a poster over here.
Sounds of Bromance.
The left
This
one.
Socks and ballerinas.
Yeah, Socks and Ballerinas. So this one is a band that was like one of the developers, and like he actually gave like free releases of his track via this poster. I can't recall anymore like how that worked, but,
Okay.
but like you could get a free copy, and that's probably something we can't do anymore, unfortunately.
Aw.
Yeah, I mean we still kind of like do that sort of like diegetic music thing where the developers and their friends can actually submit music tracks for games, and then you can actually play them across the oldest house. I think sadly because we want to be just extra careful and respectful for those people's music, you can't play the music on the streams.
Oh, by the way, the switching sound. So when you're in this, you don't hear it, but when you're here,
Yeah, those works.
then you hear when you put the weapon up.
If you go like just in a bit brighter environment where you can actually see the animations.
Yeah,
like,
let's go.
the next room. Yeah, and just kind of like use that. Yeah, now we can see a lot more better. So you can maybe scroll through the weapons.
Oh, you can't scroll. You have to go to the menu and change.
Yeah. Do you have the grenade launcher?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
haven't gotten it yet. That was fun. That was
Yeah.
a fun little secret.
Yeah. There's a secret heat room. Mold room somewhere here as well.
So many secrets.
Yeah. The whole
Hiding.
game is filled with secrets like these.
That's fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the dark place. I'll go back there, and we can actually take our break then,
Yeah.
and then we can finish up. Oops, investigations. Where was I? I was at the Eagle. I'm gonna do that because someone said what the order was, so I'll finish that. I will finish that, and then we'll go take care of old Hartman. But yes, we're going to have a break now, everyone, and we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, after which we're going to do a giveaway. So one person is going to win a Control tote bag, Control coffee mug, and because Ville was so gracious, the Old Gods of Asgard LP signed by the Old Gods of Asgard. So stick around, and we will do that giveaway afterwards, and we'll see you all in just a moment. So stick around. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Remedy Games Control, our stream series where we're playing through the video game Control, which coincidentally we also made. I'm here today joined by Ville Sorsa, principal audio designer. We've been talking all things audio design, and now we have our giveaway. So the giveaway is going to include, for one lucky person, this tote bag, Control tote bag, this mug. Let me grab it. This Control mug, and because Ville was so generous, this signed LP of Old Gods of Asgard Rebirth. It is signed by the band itself. This is Ville's own copy. He was like, yeah, I want to give this in the giveaway. So Ville was very kind to bring this as a gift. So I'm going to start the giveaway now. So !enter in chat to enter into the giveaway. Write !enter and you will be signed up for the giveaway. One lucky person is going to win. It's one entry per person, so you don't need to write it more than once. It's also for YouTube chat, so YouTube chatters, !enter for a chance to enter into this competition. Or giveaway, rather, I should say. But yes, this is a very cool additional thing. But yeah, we had a nice little break, stretched our legs, grabbed some fresh air, because it gets very warm in the stream room. It's not that big of a room. It's okay size, but nonetheless, it gets warm. And there's only 2 of us here today. Like, we've had 4 people at once, and it gets very warm.
Yeah, and there's like 5 lights blasting on all directions.
Yeah, although they're... Actually, I don't know if they're LED lights.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because if they were LED lights, then they don't really let off heat.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Those are LED lights, the ones there. But this one and this one, I don't know.
Maybe it's just the machinery itself that's producing all the heat.
Yeah, and just because it's quite a like sealed room because it's soundproofed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it can't be that much ventilated.
I like soundproof rooms.
I bet, yeah. Usually audio people tend to. But yes, !enter. !enter. There's still about a minute and a half to go to sign up to be able to win a tote bag, a Control coffee mug, and a signed LP of the Old Gods of Asgard LP Rebirth. Someone said, "Is this a green screen?" No, it is not a green screen. It is a physical room. It's actually the raw power of video games hitting the room. This is true. Vida is very correct. Vida is indeed correct. Hey, there's a fun question for you, Ville. Do you have any albums, bands you're obsessed with right now?
Yeah, I'm like more into electronic music nowadays. I do listen like metal and like so I'm from a music industry background, so I'm very broad with my music taste. But like, I like electro punk, like Prodigy, drum and bass, Pendulum. Then a bit more artistic artists like Devine.
Sorry, I'll cut you off for just a second, but last moments to enter the giveaway, !enter to a chance to win a mug, a tote bag, and the signed LP of the Old Gods of Asgard Rebirth LP. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Richard Devine, and then loads of like just metal bands and all that. But yeah, I do listen quite a lot of music, mostly when I'm doing sports.
Yeah. All right, we have a winner, J Juicy. J Juicy. I believe you're on Twitch side of things. J Juicy over on Twitch, I believe. Sound off in the chat, please, so we can confirm. Where are you, J Juicy? J Juicy. Am I saying your name right? Ah, there you are. I will send you Vida will send you a message. We will ask for your email address so we can get in touch with you to get these 3 items shipped to you. So we'll send you the Control tote bag, Control mug, and the Old Gods of Asgard LP. It's pronounced just like J Juice. Okay, J Juice. So we'll make sure your Twitch whispers are open. We're going to Twitch whisper you from the Remedy Games account, and we'll get that sorted out and sent to you. So thank you everyone for participating. Congrats to J Juice for winning. We will have another giveaway next time. Although unfortunately we will not have another Old Gods of Asgard signed LP next time. It was courtesy of Ville. I've whispered the homie. Thank you. All right, let us jump back into the game.
Where were we? We were in weapons.
We're talking about guns.
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 Do you have spin?
I don't remember. Let me double check. What?
Do you have spin?
Do I have spin? I have Jesse's spin. I do.
Yeah. Fire it away.
Oh, wrong.
Right. So that spiral motion
Mm-hmm.
is actually designed with
Oh,
fidget spinners.
really?
Yes.
That's so funny.
I think this is the one. This is actually the one that we use for the game.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a very satisfying sound, though. I'm not gonna lie. You probably don't hear it on the mics, the chat side of things, but it's a satisfying sound.
Yeah. The thing is that like you need to buy the cheap shit
Because it makes sound.
because it has much more character and it's like sort of like much more expensive. This is like I don't know $20 and this is like I don't know $3.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You go to a dollar store and get one like So.
There was a question in YouTube chat asking, has there been a YouTube chatter winning any of these streams? The giveaways? Yes, there has been a YouTube chatter that won. I think 2 streams ago, I want to say. But yes, there has been. It is an equal chance on all of them. And for the signed LP, I don't think they ever sold signed LPs. This is just Ville's personal.
Yeah, not signed. Not signed. But you can get the regular version and the color vinyl version from the band's site.
Yeah,
for sure.
Vita posted that in the Twitch chat at least. It's
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Vita. Hopefully this is not getting sold on eBay. That would break my heart.
Yeah, don't do that. J Juice, if we see you selling it on eBay, we'll find you. We will find you. That was the entrance. What is is it called turntable? I don't know what wait, let's see. So that's the W loading bay. That's from our Eagle Limit. Come on. Where are you? There.
One last aesthetic we haven't really last 2 aesthetics we haven't really talked much. Let's start with the FBC tech or the sort of like aesthetic of FBC. So FBC
game snap. Sorry.
Yeah. So FBC uses this like very old tech. So we used quite a lot of like references from Soviet era. And it has this like sort of like very lo-fi, crunchy sort of like sound. So we used synthesizer for that, and I think I used like different hardware synthesizers, and then I sampled them into future retro. This has like a very retro-esque sound, and that was combined with what's the other one? Other effect module. With Aerobox, and this gives you this sort of like very crunchy, old school sound, basically. So we basically created a library of like FBC tech sounds, and if I recall right, we used some of those sounds in Alan Wake 2.
I would imagine since the FBC is present there, especially in Lake House.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the order here? Someone said the order. I think it was hat,
Next stops Alton, Carlinville, Springfield.
briefcase, violin, food, hammer, parts. Did I get that right? Did I get that right? His briefcase hat. Dang it, I got it the wrong way. So his briefcase, hat,
Welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for
Violin.
Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and
Dinner.
Springfield. Tickets,
Hammer
please.
gear. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Cool with the.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a ticket?
There we
You
go.
had a pretty dark ride, huh? But I hope you're done replaying it now.
Cool. There's a question in Twitch chat. What was the ratio of practical sound effects to digitally generated sound effects?
So it's usually more or less a combination of both. But this particular IP and this game was especially high on one way or another electronically altered or produced sounds. So we used a lot of hardware and like a lot of hardware processing to do this game. I think it gives you that very specific flavor for this game, unlike with our other games, which are kind of like then much more leaning towards like real world sounds. Not saying that like we don't do those things in other games as well, but like the ratio was very high for this. And especially when it comes to the production library for Control, we did a lot of like hardware based design work.
Interesting. Oop. Hey, it's me. Or Jesse. Oh, is that a... Yep. Astral Spike! They have a great sound, by the way. Speaking of sound.
Yeah, that was great. Great work from the team. We had a bit of an issue because like people were playing this game invulnerable.
Sorry, what?
Invulnerable.
Ah, yes.
They were complaining that like it's just emitting too much sound and it's just kind of like, not.
Oh, there's
Can
a
we
hole
break
here.
it?
Yes.
A secret.
There's a hole. There was a
Of course. there's a
hole in the
secret.
painting, so
Yeah.
there's a secret.
Yeah, but once you actually play the game, like when you actually die, then it's pretty
Yeah.
okay.
It is like, especially with the sound, it's like very unnerving.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
very
there's this-
intrusive.
It's like very violent the way that it behaves, and then it has
Yeah.
this like screaming sound. You're like, it feels very, unnerving.
Yeah, absolutely. Is this a secret spot?
Yeah, it's all the paintings, or the pictures on the wall that have a hole in the picture. Then you can break
Is
them.
this the one with the safe? Can you go and check?
I don't know if it's the one with the safe.
So here's a music story. So if you play the ashtray maze and you listen very carefully, yes, I think this is the spot. Is this the spot?
Let's see.
Sorry, it's been so long time. So if you play, maybe it's not this place. Okay, maybe it's not. But okay, so you're playing the ashtray maze, and we agreed together with Poets of the Fall that like, hey, could you record something in reverse in the track?
Yeah, because there's that one part in the track.
There is that one part in the track, and if you record the audio and reverse it, there's a sequence of numbers. And when we were developing the game, we didn't yet know how to use that number. And
like we knew we would use it.
Yeah,
but
we
not
would use it
on
some
what.
way, but like we didn't know how. And then when it comes to the DLCs, we actually have this safe, and I'm sorry, I can't remember what you can actually get from there. But you use this reversed audio clip number to open up that safe.
Ah, it's apparently in the clock puzzle.
Okay, yeah. And unfortunately, here's the kicker. Unfortunately, someone was patient enough to go through every single number combination to get that safe open. And that was how it was cracked.
Wow. So
Yeah.
someone tried every single possible combination.
Every single
And I guess it was like a
possible-
9-digit like keypad.
It was long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone went to the lengths of like
Wow.
just cracking it, just brute force.
That is dedication. Like, I wouldn't do that. Listen, I would not do that.
And then obviously, you know, internet time when you know people discover that number, they kind of like
It's a whole community thing. Like, oh, we
Yeah.
discovered this thing. You know, that's the the fun of community. Community. Oh, hey, look. You go on. Oh no, it's not a that thing.
so those his textures are made out of mud. And
Mud?
Yeah, and I've bought a part of it, and I've used this module,
Just a
the
sec.
grain shift. It makes everything super distorted and detuned and everything. This is just, it's an outcome of like just using mud sounds and other sounds and running it through this module.
Mud. Someone was saying that there should have been a door or something where I was just. I'll try to go. Let me backtrack a little to go to that area where I was just, because there should have been something there. Someone is saying on the YouTube side of things. Oh, but
Yeah.
now I can't because Hartman.
Yeah, it's a combination of like screams and like different things.
Get wrecked. Get seized. What did you use for the clog? That's an interesting question. Did you work on that?
The Glock.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I really wanted to work on that, but I was working on other stuff. And that was the guy, I think Sam, our team member, that he did the vocal part of it. Wait, don't shoot it.
Okay.
If just levitate really close to it. That's the sound. So,
Oh yeah, I hear it. I think I heard it, but I can't hear it that well because there's like fighting happening at the same time.
it's fine.
Hartman attacking me.
yeah, no worries. So it was a combination of like mouth vocalization and just kind of like squishy, which is, you know, squishy sounds all together, and like, you know, but it was fun because like when that was introduced through us via the design team, we were like, we're doing what?
I forget who it was. We were talking about the clog. Who was it? They were explaining that it was like their idea, and they were like, they pitched it to Sam at first. Sam was like, I don't know. I was like, let me try it. And it was like, okay. And then he tried it, and they were like, yes, okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
It's like one of those quirky things that like I really love in this game that like basically felt.
You surge on Hartman. I think Hartman's a bit too strong to be surged.
Yeah, okay.
Hartman's already got two entities battling for control over him. Sorry. Oh, ow.
By
Oh
the
yeah,
way,
it was Jim. Yes, Jim Totman. Thank you. Yes, Jim was the one who prototyped the clog, because it was his idea of what if there was a big old poop.
Yeah. Poop.
It's like you ever play Conker's Bad Fur Day?
I played it, but not pro. Yeah.
There's one of the boss fights. You have to fight a singing poop.
Yeah. Of course.
Great game.
Yeah, I love it.
Great game. That.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have any questions, please fire away. I'm super happy to answer your questions, especially concerning audio.
Where? Wait, that one. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, chat. Oh, I got. Oh, no.
You got destroyed.
Oh, I got. Yeah, the Great Mighty Pooh. Yes, that is the boss's name, and he sings like an opera thing.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very much a game of its time. You know, it's a very like you're like, oh yeah, it was the 90s, all right.
Yeah.
You'll see they're like, where am I? Where did I go? Oh yeah, okay. So let's not go there yet. Let's backtrack because someone was like, wait, wasn't there a thing here? Someone was saying that there's supposed to be something here that I missed. Let's see.
Maybe a secret.
A secret? Maybe. There was the wall, where's the wall that I broke? Oh, hey. What's this?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it was a double secret.
Ah, the double
It was a double secret. Yeah. Now I recall.
Excellent.
Sorry, it's been so many years.
Hello, Durandal. Durandal.
We need to find the safe.
We'll find it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's this. So where's the double? Is there a hole? No, these are not.
Can someone fish out the number for us? Thank you so much.
But we need to find the safe first.
Yeah, if we can get to the safe, and if we can open it to begin with.
Okay, so I'm here now. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. My bad.
I think it was one of the you need to go to the next room and then just bash out all the walls.
Well, there should be a wall that is indicate. Oh.
Yeah.
Could have just looked that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just did not look the one direction. My bad. Okay. Oh, this thing. 1771649. How did someone just try that?
That is insane.
How did someone just like, okay, it's probably this? How? And this takes a long time to like brute force. One. I press. One. I hope that registered as a 1. No, wait.
That's 8. All right, go back. Oh, we're gonna crack this.
I can clock.
Yeah.
1. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought the middle one is 5. I don't know why my brain thought that. 7.
Okay.
And then another 7. Seven. Can I read that 19? Exactly. 1, 6. 497. Okay. Four.
No pressure.
9 and then 7.
Yeah.
We got this.
We did it.
I don't think I've seen this because I remember finding this room when I played this, but I didn't know the code, so I was like, all right. And for your reward, a fight against these guys.
Yeah, I forgot all this stuff. I can remember this page.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
No. Okay, I'll come back.
We're gonna get to the end.
We will. Easy peasy. You'll see with all the Panopticon items, but if we give you all the items, then there's no mystery left. That's the thing. It's more fun when we don't give you all the items, and then you can theorize about what the items do and how they got there and all that fun jazz, you know? The mystery is the fun. We just tell you everything.
Yeah, and is there a lot of secrets in this game? Yeah, there's quite a lot of these places. I think this one is one of the major ones.
There we go.
One of the major ones for this DLC.
It's a secret to everyone.
It's a secret.
Classic Zelda line. It's a secret to everyone.
Take the Take control radio with you. We can take the radio with us.
We can, but the thing is, it doesn't play anything
Oh, right.
because we have copyrighted music turned off
Oh, yeah, okay.
for the stream, so it doesn't play anything.
Which we have fixed in our future games.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome. We figured it out.
we figured it out. One small step at a time.
Yeah, copyrights and music, they're not simple.
They're complicated.
Yep.
Believe me, I work a lot with that stuff, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, because then you have like, okay, you figure it out for like the U.S., but then like, okay, well, how do we do it for the European countries and
Yeah.
this region and that region? It's a lot of work.
Yeah, the thing is that like when you release a game, you think that everything's like whitelisted and everything works and all that, and like you should assume that everything works, and then you release the game. And then
What
I
they say
spent
about assumptions.
Yeah, then I spent the first 2 weeks, like, people keep sending me messages through X, like, you know, I got copyright strike, or like, monetization. It's like, okay, our team is working on it, and like, you know,
Yep.
so,
It is not unusual for games to come out and then like, yeah, we need to fix it. Oh, who is Apua?
there's been one time when some Middle European band actually copyrighted us, which was interesting.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, at least on YouTube,
Yeah.
like their system, unfortunately, is very prone to false
Yeah,
flag. Because like, in theory, on YouTube, you can just be like, I own the copyright for this thing, and they're using it. They're using it without my permission, and YouTube's system will err on the reporter's side. They'll be like, okay, we believe you, because then
Yeah.
you as if they do that to you, then you can be like, contest it. And then
Yeah.
it'll clear itself, but
Yeah.
anyone can just do that, which is a bit problematic.
Yeah.
When you have bad actors.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we gotta this. Where's this gonna take us? Oh, who's Apua? Yeah. Oh, Ocean View.
Can you hear music here?
Not in this one.
No, okay. Because there's a cool thing.
Oh, the lighting.
So right here, when you play Ocean, if you go to the desk, right here in the Ocean View motel, there's a radio, and we play music.
Yeah, this one.
And we wanted to make this space a bit more like abstract and surreal. So we used dynamic effects to kind of like stretch the bossa nova jazz in this radio. So if you go all the way up to the other end of the corridor where you usually start off,
Yeah, it's like
here,
It's like distorted.
you just hear this like tone.
And then as
And
it gets
once
closer,
you move closer, it starts to morph into this music.
that's cool.
And when you're right next to it, it plays.
Yeah, it
bossa
might be
nova
that
jazz.
might be that doesn't play it if it's DMCA.
Yeah, it could be that
Because we turned that off, so
yeah,
it's
I
probably-
keep forgetting that.
Yeah, it's
because
fine.
we fixed that. We fixed that in our future, like in our
future games,
Future
yeah.
games. So like, I just keep forgetting that
Oh, I just got
it was an issue here.
aerobics. What'd that do? Aerobics. Is it this one? Health recovery on evade 50. Oh, that's pretty
Good.
pretty pog. I'm gonna equip that.
Let's grab that.
That's pretty pog. So that's what you get from this. That's pretty alright. Pretty alright. That mod is so important. That sounds like a dang good.
Nursing home.
Yeah, that sounds like.
2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson.
Hello, Alan.
Their twilight years.
Alan. Thank you, Alan Wake, for writing this into reality. I want to see the Ocean View, the casino, because it's the Ocean View Motel and casino.
Yeah.
I want to know what the casino looks like.
Can you go back?
Oop.
We got one
Yeah.
pull. Can you show me the logos on these doors?
Oh, these doors? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
There's this.
Did we include these in our lore somehow?
I mean, these doors are also in the Ocean View Hotel in the Dark Place.
Got
in
it.
Alan Wake 2.
Got it.
And then I believe it is. I want to say it's this door
Yeah.
that closes in the Dylan cutscene in the lake house
Yeah.
when Dylan pushes Estevez
Yes.
out of there, and
Got
I
it.
think it's this door that
Yeah, got it,
closes,
got
if I recall. But yes,
Yeah.
these doors are in the Ocean View
Yeah.
hotel, and then this door, of course, it's Alan's door, which is in Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
Be quiet about the doors. I didn't say anything beyond what is known.
Yeah. We're trying to avoid spoilers. Apart from this one big secret.
Yeah. Beyond that,
Yeah.
no
it was
more.
it was a good story. A good story.
I'm back.
We're back.
We're so back. Bestie, we're so back. I made cookies with the door designs on them. That's so cool. That's really cool.
That's impressive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If you have pictures of them, we'd love to see it if you join our Discord server. Or if you're already there, please post them. We'd love to see those. Yeah, I know I can hear the full narration of the hotline in the menu, but I want to go beat Hartman. Or as I like to call him, Fartman. Fucking got him. It is in the Control 2 door. I will not be confirming anything regarding the doors. I will just let you know that it is in fact a door. It's hissing time. Where's the...
You got this.
I got,
got
hiss.
You got this.
Who came up with the sound of the board? What was that like?
Oh right, yeah. We haven't talked about the board.
we haven't
either.
we haven't
Yeah,
talked
right.
about the
That's
board
a good
at all.
point. So, yeah. So it's a super long story.
Hey, we got time.
Short. It was like one of the last aesthetics we hadn't like discovered at all. It was like a very last minute. I was always meant to kind of like take a look at it, and like my vision for board was this more sort of a very low kind of like demanding godlike sound, similar to, is it the World Serpent?
Yeah, from God of War. Where it goes like,
Yeah.
it speaks. I
Yeah.
think it's just like he speaks very slowly.
Yeah. So we would have used as like a sound source, like just voice. We have this like sunken CO100K ultrasonic microphone, which goes like very high, beyond like human hearing. And then what that does is that like once you record stuff, it records a lot of things that are there but we can't hear, and then you kind of like just pitch it down, the sounds, and then you get like really high fidelity, super low, a lot of mass, including sounds, and that's like a lot of like that's actually how a lot of the Godzilla movies are done.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they use this method to create mass for the creature designs, and it's just mostly like just door squeaks and like chairs moving, and like just friction sounds and all that. Well, anyway, so that was my kind of like vision for that, and unfortunately, I was very busy at the end of the development, and I couldn't I simply couldn't have time to do that. And Sam had like envisioned the board to be this sort of like almost like a radio broadcast through another dimension, and kind of like close to the aesthetic of don't die. Oh, you died.
He got
Very close to the sort of like FBC aesthetic. And I would have like also, done my own twist to kind of like, mold it into that basically. But like what it actually ended up happening, I think our composer Petri Alanko did that, and it's actually his voice.
Oh, it's his voice.
Yes, it's his voice.
I did not know it was Petri's voice.
Yeah, it was his voice, and he did that. And
That's so
like,
cool.
yeah, he's the board.
He's the board.
Oh, I've got another really good one for you.
God, I can't wait.
Yeah. So You guys remember Threshold Kiss?
Of course.
Yay, Threshold Kiss.
Everyone's
favorite. The theme song, the kids singing.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
that one.
That's Petri as well.
What? That's Petri?
That's Petri as well. Yeah.
That's so
He's just
funny.
imitating this baby sound.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, yeah. And I love that. That's like
great.
probably the best piece of music in the whole
Amazing.
game. I just love that theme so much.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Stop screaming at me. The thing it's screaming at me. That's really funny that it's Petra's voice.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
magic of sound design, folks.
Yeah.
Truly. Alright, let's see. I had no idea. No one had any idea until Ville dropped the bomb on us, proverbially speaking. Is there an uncanny valley in sound audio you have to worry about in your work? That's actually a very interesting question.
I think sometimes Uncanny Valley. Can you explain that? Like,
Yeah, I guess something sounding like sort of real but not real enough, I guess.
like it's all smoke and mirrors to begin
Yeah,
with,
I
so-
guess if you look at it from like a visual perspective, it's like it looks realistic but not quite realistic enough, and then because of that it looks really off.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about selling the experience through visual and audio to begin with. So everything needs to link up in a way that it kind of like sells the experience. A lot of the kind of like abstract things that we do come from very mundane things. And sometimes that causes a little bit of stress. Like I'm like super seasoned already. I've been working on this craft for like so long. But I do like you get those dry times, like writer's blocks when you need to do something very complicated and creative and all that, especially if it's like abstract sound design that and then you just work it out a couple of days and then nothing comes out. And it's very frustrating, but like also very it's stressful and sometimes even scary that like it doesn't click. But then you just kind of like leave it a few days and your mind processes it in the background, and then kind of like then it just usually clicks. So
It's all part of the process.
yeah, and then
Trust
it's
the
really
process,
quick.
as they say.
Really quick to do. Once you kind of like figure it out, it's really quick. But the whole sound design as an art form is just full of uncanny valleys to begin with. And I celebrate people's creativity. It's just so incredible to see how other people work and like what kind of things they build.
Oh, for sure, because
as
like
well.
people have their own unique problems in their projects, and then they find interesting ways to tackle
Yeah.
those problems. And
Yeah.
oh, that's how they did that. That's interesting.
Yeah. And as an artist, everyone has their own like unique sound. Like I'm into modular synthesizers, and like I have a very unique sound, and other people do exactly the same thing in a very different way. Equally good. Like not saying that, but like yeah, they just sound completely different.
Yeah, I love the board. The board sounds so cool when it speaks, because it's very authoritative but also very alien. You're like, I have no idea what you're like I can or I have the text, but even the text is slightly confusing, and
Yeah.
it feels very authoritative, like
Yeah.
a higher being is talking to you now, but you can't quite understand it and you're kind of afraid.
Yeah. That's actually a good subject to kind of like discuss, like maybe kind of like the sort of things that never got into the game that I kind of like feel a bit sad is that like the whole game was originally supposed to be much more like voice based,
Okay.
And that is why I would have wanted to do a bit more different things with the board.
What do you mean by voice-based?
Meaning that like a lot of the aesthetics would be produced by human beings' mouth and all that.
I see.
And that also would have been like the aesthetic for the music. So very early on we had like this sort of like thinking that we would have this like sacred chants. And I vividly remember we had this early demo when you have the upside down pyramid in the first sector.
Yeah. An executive.
Yeah, and as a temp like placeholder, I put the Icelandic core track Hörhimma Simor there, and people loved it. So we'd have this like protective chant.
And right.
Yeah, a choir song in that space, and that works because you have this almost like church-like architecture, and it reverberated throughout the rooms and everything. It was really beautiful, and that was just a matter of like very unfortunate events happening that we just didn't have time to kind of like create that thing in the game. But that is something I really would have wanted to add to the game.
Interesting. There was a question, was a theremin used in any of the sounds?
Theremin, no. But we did utilize some proximity-based things on modulating the sound, so you can basically have that similar kind of like technology. I also I never had the actual module, but you can actually buy a module that you can clip on to plants, like living plants, and that produces electricity.
Yes, I've seen
that
those.
can be used to modulate sounds. So I wanted to do that as well, but I never got around buying that module.
Yeah, I've seen videos of those.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about the former. I guess the former was like also similar type of soundscape to the board.
Yeah, it conveyed mass and all that, basically. So they were like very different in aesthetics as well. But I can't recall how that went. But that's kind of like, I think at the end of the day, everything lines up when we ship, and like it kind of like makes sense, and then it's like
it comes
I
together.
I think there's a good wide spectrum of like different aesthetics that complement to each other. Yeah. So for the mold, I think I wanted to use the plants to generate the sounds, and even use mushrooms.
Yeah, because I've seen people use those for mushrooms.
Yeah,
specifically.
just put them into mushrooms and then just kind of like let that generate.
Which like thematically makes sense.
Yeah, thematically it would be great. Kind of like always try to find those like really quick, quirky ways to utilize the content and technology in an abstract way. I also used the actual Quantum Break source code to create sounds for the time dilution.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Just check that I got all the darkness goop.
Did you also work on the sound for FBC Firebreak? So I came to the project very late, almost at the point when we were already releasing it. So the guys did an absolutely fantastic job on that project. There's so much good stuff in it. But I just came and helped to kind of like give that extra love and kind of like mix the game and then just ensure that like everything they have done up till that point just shined like in a good way. Make the weapons much more punchier and get some clarity and just room for the mix to breathe and all that. I did help out with the first upgrade. I did the flak cannon, and I did the scope rifle.
Yeah. I forget what it's called. Semi-automatic rifle.
Yeah, semi-automatic rifle. So I helped out with sound design work on those two weapons.
Okay, cool.
That's my contribution to
Nice.
that project, basically.
There was an interesting question about accessibility. How much consideration do you take for that in sound design, and are there considerations made for people with hard of hearing or auditory processing issues?
Yeah, we've discussed about that quite a lot, but usually those accessibility things are kind of like very difficult for us because they come so late, and we are still prioritizing like mix and rumble and all that. But yeah, I just gave a presentation about future technologies and all that. How music and sound could be basically be presented through kinetically. So you buy one of those kinetic vests, and then through directional like vibrations, you could actually experience the music and sound effects and everything. So that kind of things are coming in the future.
And I think with accessibility, actually, I'll finish that thought in a second.
Yeah.
We have cinematic.
He's coming. I've got to get out of here. Dive.
I love that face. It cracks me up because the community uses that Alan face so much in memes that now it just makes me laugh. Yes.
I remember this. Oh, I remember when we shot this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. But yeah, I was saying regarding accessibility, of course, is a more holistic thing. It's not just sound design, but it's like making sure that you don't, for example, convey information only via sound.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, or don't convey information only via colors, and
Yeah.
it's a very holistic thing that
Yeah.
that you take into account. And of course, the earlier you think about accessibility in your project,
Wake. He
the easier it's going to be to accommodate for that.
Yeah.
But it deals a lot with UI design, UX design, of course, and general game design. And
Yeah.
there's like one of the examples from, I think it's not Link to the Past, it's the Game Boy Color one. I don't remember that. It's the Game Boy Color Zelda game. It has like a color-based dungeon in the original, but it's purely color-based, and you have to do stuff with it. But if you have color blindness, it can be very difficult.
Yeah.
But in the remake, they added symbols in addition to the colors. So if you're colorblind, you can still see from the symbols. So that kind of stuff.
Shout. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Link's Awakening. Link's
Yeah.
Awakening.
Yeah.
And, it's a great game.
Yeah, I think we've only done one feature that was not thought thoroughly, and
There's a nasty bug. There we go. Sorry.
yeah, and I think we used only rumble to indicate the collectibles in Quantum Break, and on hindsight that was a mistake because then you're kind of like not supporting the players with keyboards or anything like that.
Yeah,
so.
or if you just can't use rumble because you have motor issues, for example.
Yeah, for example, yeah.
And to be fair, accessibility in games was in a very different place when Quantum Break came out. Like, it's
absolutely.
It's now much more commonplace, talked about. There's accessibility features, and like it's back in Quantum Break's days, it was not as much of a thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is definitely, it's gotten better for sure.
Yeah. What was your favorite time power sound to work on in Quantum Break? So I did all of them. Well, technically, now here's a story. Technically, I worked on all of them, and I think I like the time bubble. Time bubble's really cool. So that's probably my favorite. But the most difficult one was the dash sound.
Is that the one where you run?
You just do a quick teleport
okay.
basically. And in my career, I usually used early on. I used revision numbering. So like you do another version and another version and another version, and then you just kind of like add one numeric value to that. And that sound has been the only one which I ran out of 2-digit numbers. And at the end of it all, I just basically came to my very good colleague Richard. We've been working for years. Like I don't know how to make this. Like for once I don't know how this is gonna should sound. And then I'm like I'm just gonna give all this material to you, and then you just do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he goes into his studio, and a couple of days later he's like, this is very hard sound to make. And it's like, no kidding, no kidding, no kidding, no kidding.
So Bright Falls AWE.
Another replica.
So we ended up, eventually getting there. But like, sometimes that happens, but like, not very often.
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
I love this. You're like, send a ranger out to this place. I don't know that that's a good idea, Jesse. Art was stretched. All right, let's see. What are we doing? So I need to get this over there. Hold up. Let me. Kobe. That was alright. That was alright. Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Can you take one of those
Which ones?
power cubes?
Oh, I have to go back. I have to go get it because I just threw it. I just Kobe'd it, and then I need light, so I will do it. Nope. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to do this because I need light because otherwise it's gonna come and clap me. So now.
Can you go over there? And then listen to that sound of the
I heard it
generator.
earlier.
It has this purr sound.
Yeah, it's humming. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's that's a kitten.
Really?
Yeah.
An actual kitten?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I can hear it. Aw. That's great. Ooh, this is actually a really good question. How does normie/audio gear/ cheap TV speakers affect the sound mixing process?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You're not gonna like my. It's complicated, and it's complicated for many different reasons. But how we operate is basically we basically built this final/master mix, and that's kind of like the most extensive speaker configuration you can have. So it's like 7.1.4, meaning spatial audio mix, or surround, which is either 5.1 or 7.1. And then we do derivative mixing onto stereo and whatnot, even mono if needed. But when it comes to the actual audio gear, the way you produce sound in your living room or where you play it, actually we don't have very much control over that. Nowadays we can do different mastering processes for different platforms. We call it end rendering points. So one mastering process for like Xbox and one for PlayStation, one PC. But that's about it. But the nice thing about like mixing and good quality mixes is that like if it's a good mix, it will sound good on any kind of like configuration basically. And this is something we do in our final mixing process. We kind of like go around the office and test out the mix in television and like consumer products like sound bars, and then in our studio and like headphones and all that. And sometimes we even have time to do the so-called low dynamic mix, which means that like the dynamic range has been compressed in a way that like everything's just more in your face and it feels really good in headphones. Yeah. But unfortunately, in the past couple of games, we've been just too busy with the main mix that like we haven't been able to do that. Hopefully in the future we can go back into creating these low dynamic mixes, but it's a lot of work. It's like a lot of work. It's not like you just put a limiter and compress everything to bit.
Yeah, that probably does not work well.
Yeah, you need to kind of like really do a lot of work to make it work.
Fart, man. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Drop some health for me, please. Sir? Sir? Sir! Commandeering this health. Where's my friend? Oh, there he is.
Concerning the portable platforms, they have different loudness standards, so it would be a lot more harder on an iPhone or iPad. Or
Oh yeah,
whatnot,
very
so-
difficult.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not doing well. He's not in a good.
I don't remember this being this difficult.
It is. Or it's probably because depending when you play this in the game, because this is harder because it assumes that
Yeah.
you've completed the main game and probably the first DLC.
Yeah.
Which I have not. Oops.
What was the hardest boss in the main game?
I don't know.
What was the name of the dude that levitated? It was one of the
Tomasi.
Tomasi, yeah. Yeah, another nice. Just stay alive. Another nice detail. If you beat Tomasi, there's a radio in that space, and there's an actually music track by me.
Is
You
it
can
what
go
now?
listen. My music is on Tomasi
cool.
room. Yeah, if you want to go and check it out. It's drum and bass.
Oh snap! Apparently the stream dipped for a little bit, but press F5, everyone. Refresh.
Refresh.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. I need like. There's enemies somewhere. Oh, there you go. We're back. We're so back. Where can we find more of your music? Ugh.
You can find it over internet, and if you really want to find it, then you need to go and find it yourself. I don't want to advertise it in the stream because that's kind of like my past career, and I've been mostly focusing on my gaming career. But like, you know my name, you can find it for sure.
Google is your friend.
Yeah, Google it if you want it. But yeah, I was involved in the music industry in my 20s and early 30s. And then started working on TV and radio, and then eventually movies, and then landed myself here at Remedy, and been here ever since.
Yeah, almost 15 years.
Yeah, almost 15 years. Next year, 15 years. Yeah, maybe another 7-8 months. Maybe 7 months. Yeah, give or take. 7 months, pretty close.
Whenever there's anyone who's been that long at any game company, I was like, damn, it's such a fresh industry that you don't have a lot of game companies that have those. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Where to go?
Yeah, there's quite a few of us still left, like old timers. And then gladly, there's been people coming back as well. Oh, you don't die. Now is not the time to die.
Not like this.
Oh man, we're gonna make it.
Gee willikers.
Yeah. So it's been really nice to see that like some people go somewhere and then they come back.
Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah.
That's always fun to see.
Yeah.
Just making sure that is this working? Oh, this also shows us frozen. Let me refresh this page. Make sure that everything is working. Excellent. Just double checking, folks. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. It's working. Okay, cool. Just making sure the stream is working. There we go. Again. It's called.
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
Yeah, we've come a long way. It's been an absolute privilege to see Remedy develop as a company.
Oh, yeah.
And as a developer, and like
Within
the
those-
whole company's like just unbelievably, filled with just really talented people.
100%.
Yeah, so talented people here.
Health? Where'd you go? He teleported. right in front of me.
Hard man.
Difficult. Call that shit hard, man.
I don't know who did the sound design.
Sorry?
I don't know who did sound design for this.
Yeah, because you didn't work on the AWE DLC, right?
Oh yeah, that's good to mention it. So I worked on the
Main game.
and then a little bit on the DLC 1, but like I already I already moved on to next projects by the time they were working on DLC 2.
Yeah, such is the way game development works. You ship a game, do a DLC, it's like, all right, time to the next thing.
Yeah. Have you added sauna sounds to the game, or sounds for fun in general? So that's a good question. So actually, we do have sauna sounds in the game.
Oh yeah, it's in the...
Because Ahti goes to a holiday.
Yeah.
And he opens up a beer and then goes to sauna.
Yeah.
We actually went to the shop and we purchased a sauna wisp.
Sauna wisp?
Yeah, sauna vihta.
Oh, that's what it's called in English?
Yeah. And then we went to the downstairs sauna, and then we had like one of our team members to get, like, just get out, get his shirt off, and then kind of like whisked and recorded that, and that's actually in the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
But that would have been the old office, right? Oh shit.
No, I think it was this office.
It was this one, right?
Yeah. I think it was this office.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have photos and videos of that as well. It's so
That's
funny.
great.
Yeah, very finished thing.
Yeah, and of course, there's more saunas in Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
Kinky? No, it's not kinky. It's not a sex thing.
It's a very natural thing.
It's like sauna is not a sex thing at all. It's a. Okay.
Don't die!
Look at him.
Don't die!
Look at his beautiful.
Help!
Please. I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, and then dodging gives me health, so I should dodge. I forgot that gives me health.
Yeah, we actually have 2 saunas in our.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. That we actually have 2 saunas because we're goated with the sauce.
Yeah.
We have the good sauna and then we have the downstairs sauna.
Yeah.
I'm out of juice. Who's? Oh, I forgot that when you're in the darkness you can't regenerate. Forgot.
Yeah.
You don't regenerate the thingy.
Yeah, there's a very specific sound created for the impact sounds when a telekinesis projectile hits the enemies, and it's also material based. So like it's a wooden thing. You're actually absolutely correct. Like it sounds like a baseball bat hitting someone.
Yeah.
So.
I need a range.
Why is there a sauna in the oldest house? It's American. Americans are not like. They're not sauna. It's not a sauna nation like we are. Like even if you go to Sweden, the amount of saunas is like notably less than here.
Yeah.
Like every apartment building complex will usually have a sauna in the building that you can book for a slot once a week. Usually it's like I don't know, 20 euros or something. I want to say.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Unless you have your own sauna, which some people do. I have actually my own sauna. It's the only apartment in the whole building that has its own sauna.
Wow.
It's not the best sauna.
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
small, like 2 people.
Yeah.
But it works,
Yeah.
But I'm not like a huge sauna person. But I'll take a sauna
I love
every now and again.
Sauna and sports together. And cold plunge.
That
in
is
the sea, middle of winter. Oh my goodness.
a very Finnish combo, I would say.
Yeah, I love that.
Ouch.
Get the health. Yeah. I have to say, I was thinking about this today, but like I have to say that like I out of all the IPs that we've created here at Remedy, I think Control has like a very special place in my heart, and I think this is my favorites. I think just because of the art and aesthetics. Like, don't get me wrong, I love all the IPs all together, and like, But I'm kind of like into those like quirky, surreal, kind of like you know, I'm into that. And yeah, like Alan Wake also has a lot of that. We designed like the darkness sounds and all that. It's like really abstract and all that. It's super difficult to figure out at first.
Yeah, and this I feel like Control is a kind of like dang it, I'm out of juice. Control is kind of a turning point for Remedy as a studio in a way. There's like a lot of things that are now like the very things about Remedy that make Remedy that were codified in this game. And of course the RCU it starts here officially, and like it's kind of a watershed moment for us as a company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though like I wasn't there to work on Control, I joined after, but
it felt like that as well. And I think that the whole sense of like, because at the moment at that point I had just only worked on like, you know, story-driven games, like linear experience. It was just, I loved the idea of like you can go and explore and discover things, and it also gave us another dimension for audio work as well, which I love on this project a lot. There's a little bit of that in Alan Wake 2 as well, luckily. So. Yes.
He dodged it.
You can do this.
Sneaky deaky.
Oh, I love Remedy headquarters needs a Shum arcade cabinet in the offices. I would love that.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
No, I hurt you. You were supposed to not do that.
Yeah, I love that.
Shum.
I love Shum. That was so great. That was so good to do. I think our composer Petri did a lot of the work on that, and I think, yeah, a bit face it like that work we did there. Shoo.
Shoo. Ow. There we go. That's health. Guy over there. What?
This never tough.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah, it's the deal. The DLC folks are oh no, he destroyed it again. Oh no.
Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Die.
My goodness.
Damn, this is hard. You can do this.
I trust you.
I've done it before. I can do it again. But last time I did do it after the main game and Foundation, so
yeah,
it was a bit easier because of that. Actually, let me check something. Do I have a level up? Can actually. Let's see what would be useful here.
Yeah, at some point we were supposed to do like ringtones out of the themes, like the Threshold Kids and Shroom and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of like I did ringtones for Quantum Break. I think you can still get them from the internet somewhere. But
ringtones.
Yeah, because like that kind of like that whole thing kind of like faded away. Like nobody uses custom ringtones anymore.
It's not really a thing.
Yeah, this is a sad thing because like
I remember ordering ringtones.
Wouldn't it be nice to have that, you know, Threshold Kids playing every single time? I would love that. I really love that.
But how often does someone call you nowadays, though?
I speak quite a lot on the phone nowadays because I found out that like people appreciate it more if you call them.
I guess,
more like, you know, personal.
It is more personal, that's true. But it depends. Like, if a friend of mine would call me out of the blue, I'd be like, uh-oh, something has happened.
Yeah.
Something serious has happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I do talk with my dad and mom on the phone.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
Like, regularly.
Yeah.
But yeah, if my friend was to call me out of the blue, like, this happened once.
Yeah.
And I think it was my friend was asking about, like, another friend's, like, birthday gift or something. But,
Yeah.
But he called me out of the blue. I was like, oh, shit, something has happened. I was concerned.
But that's the thing, like, you know, I'm very audible person for obvious reasons. So yeah, so I just prefer it.
Dang
Come on. We're on
This part is not the hard part. It's the
Okay.
once he gets the shield and out and he summons the dudes. That's the hard part. So now I can just, but I can't spam that too much because then I can't grab these in the dark. There.
Concentrate.
Energy back. Okay, that one's fine. Let's get some. Is that an enemy? I don't think it is. It's just a dude. It's just a thing. There we go. Oh, so satisfying.
I love that. Yeah, you should most definitely capture those guys.
Yeah.
Persuade them.
Seize
Fight for you.
Fight for me. No, don't do that. No. Oh, damn it. I was trying to stop him, but I couldn't. Are you on my side? Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. God damn. So much health on that. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, ringtones used to be like the thing, the shit. When I was a kid, you would order custom ringtones
Yeah, yeah.
on your Nokia 3310.
Yeah,
That was the shit. And logos as well.
yeah,
That was the shit.
yeah.
That's lost culture right there.
Yeah.
We used to be a nation, etc., etc.
Concerning this specific weapon form that you used, the charge up sound is still kind of like a remnants from the old, more like futuristic weapon sound design.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I never just got enough time to kind of like go around and do that. Or revisit that. It kind of works because it's kind of like subtle and just putting those charger sounds into a second-to-second gameplay loop is super difficult. You need to hear them, but like you also need to kind of like ensure that it's not driving people nuts.
Polyphonic ringtones were a huge wow after hearing the beeps for years. Oh yeah, true. When you get the better sounds, like, oh my god, it's the future. But it was kind of the same with like video games, like jumping from, you know, PS1 to PS2. You were like, oh
Yeah.
my god, it's just like real life.
Yeah,
And then as time went on, the jumps became less huge, but still impressive nonetheless. But they're not as like groundbreaking as like, you know, like 16-bit to 3D graphics or yeah, PS1 to PS2. Like those jumps were just so huge.
yeah. Were there any early ideas to have the walls of Oldest House to talk to the player? And if so, what would it sound like? So we experimented with quite a few things. As I mentioned earlier, that like we almost treated the building itself as like one of the main characters. We tried quite a few things, and I think at some point we had these like kind of like voice-based things included as well. But it turned out that like a lot of the things that we did were a bit too much, so we kind of dialed the aesthetics quite a lot down. In order, like, if I would like design that right now, I would probably combine some like really low frequency animal sounds into kind of like concrete grinds and like, you know, try to find some transformative sounds from the actual when the building
I need backup.
changes the shape. We started off with like very physical movement of the building, so those transitions were like very physical, like, you know, concrete on concrete and all that. But it didn't kind of like feel right for this game, so we went with like, and the guys did an excellent job on this, but like we had quite a few tries to like find the right thing, and now it's kind of like very abstract thing.
But such is the process. You try something, you're like, not quite, and then
Yeah.
ow. I'm just gonna stand here because I'm out of energy. His butt. I feel like I'm bullying him when I throw stuff at him. He's like, oh no, don't.
Yeah, and there were so many cool ideas that we wanted to do for this game as well, but like unfortunately the sort of like processing and memory was a big of a thing when Control released, so like sadly kind of like a lot of those things we just couldn't do just because of the limitations of the platform. And this is interesting because like in the future, even more so when we move full into cloud computing, we're gonna have everything under the sun. But then again, like having everything doesn't make things better.
No, the limitations are kind of what makes
the limitation makes it fun, interesting, and you kind of like go onto your ways to kind of like find interesting, completely new ways, which you would have not thought in other way. And I guess that's the kind of like cross we need to bear in the future, that like people build very complicated things just because you can. And at the end of the day, I like designs that are simple because they're easy to upkeep, easy to design, easy to change, easy to expand. And also the complexity comes from simple things reacting to each other rather than like, building super complicated things. I mean, complexity can exist in places where it brings player value. Like there are some things that we're currently developing that are relatively complex in design, but like that is by design, and that provides that player value. So you need to always keep that in mind, that like, does this provide the player the value?
Yeah, because complexity just for complexity's sake is not inherently good.
Yes.
It's just complex, but
Yeah.
it can create issues, like I said, with upkeeping things, having others, because again, it's a collaborative effort that we work on these games as teams.
Yeah.
Like, we have to take into account everyone else who also has to work on the game.
Yeah.
So if it's difficult for everyone else, except the one person who built it, then is it really a good system to use?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I do applaud like Rockstar with their,
for sure.
Attention to detail and all that.
But it's something that they've deemed like, yes, this is important, and we will
absolutely.
do it.
Yeah.
That's the whole.
Yeah.
Come on. No, I didn't do it without damage. Oops. Yeah, stuff. Yeah.
Sound design can be quite resource heavy. Can you tell the specs of your hardware, RAM, etc? So we have a very high performance PCs here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we develop AAA high-end games, so we have to have very powerful PCs. Because when you're working on it, the game's not optimized, and your workstations and workflows are usually quite heavy.
Yeah, and you sometimes have the engine running, and then the game on top of that, and then you have like all your audio production applications on top of that. So it's kind of like a lot of stuff running at the same time. So, and the middleware as well. But it's like
so
in the past 10 years, the whole idea of like not having enough RAM and computing power is just pretty much away. So I remember times when we were like, I had to close applications, close levels, close games, and then do something, and then open up, and our technology was very different back in the day. Like I remember when we were doing Quantum Break, it took us an hour to open up a level, Very really close shipping.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
so-
far we've come. Oh, snap. I can't.
Yeah, so you came to work, you downloaded the latest data, then you opened up a production level, went for a coffee, answered your emails, and then you open up the level and it says, oh no, this is the wrong level.
How far we've come.
Yeah.
Stop shooting at me.
I mean, when I started, we were still sending like screenplays through fax machines.
Yeah, how far we've truly come.
Yeah.
Ow.
And we used to like manually check like every delivery on lines, VO and all that.
Yep.
It's just
A
god
very
awful
different
amount of
reality.
work. Yeah. So it would take like several months to kind of like figure out whether or not we got everything, which is scary. Like to think that was the way it was.
Yep.
It was just very different times.
But
know?
you learn to live with it. You learn to live with those
Yeah.
limitations, and you make it work. Let's bully him. Where are you? Ow! How did you snipe me? Get out of there. Did you, sir? Oh, there you are. No, don't be stretched. No. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. I was able to stun him before he could bring the darkness.
We're almost there.
He's there. He's there somewhere.
We're almost there. Couple more hits.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
Couple more hits. We're almost there. Almost there. You can do it. Come on. So close. So close. Oh, you're almost out of health. Yay, we did it.
Woo! Let's go!
Yes!
Gaming! That's right.
Hartman won't be a problem anymore, Langston.
We got him.
But
It won't be a
investigations
problem anymore.
need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No.
I love that he's like, nah, I don't want to lead stuff. Like
Ma'am,
I've seen.
I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington. But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future. And we're in lockdown. There shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes recently.
Alan Wake 2.
Things set in motion. If the alarm's true, then so is the reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. A return.
Who made these sounds? Yeah, who actually did the sound design for this?
I don't know about the DLC.
Yeah, because Ville didn't work on this DLC. He worked on the first one.
Yeah.
It's happening again. But yeah, so this of course directly ties into Alan Wake 2, which is the AW in Bright Falls is what happens in Alan Wake 2, hence why it is coming from the future.
Yeah.
This must be where they studied Hartman. Kinda looks like Dylan's cell. I wonder if they treated him as badly.
Dylan's cell? What? Oh, I guess that, yeah. Theory crafting time, yeah. Someone was like, oh, that looks like that symbol, yep. Have fun. But that's the fun of these games, is that you can theory craft and come up with all kinds of fun things, because, you know, we don't tell you all the stuff and we leave you all kinds of things to theorize. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's the fun. If you want to go to our server, Discord server to theory craft, there's a link in chat right now, discord.gg/remedygames. Oh, this is the cell she was talking about. I was like, because I was floating over there. I was like, this is where they study Hartman. I was like, what? Huh? What you talking about? I just had a fight, please. Please, stop. It's so mean. I just did a fight. Just give me that and I'll be on my way. Okay, bye. Snap. Oh, snap. Wait, can I get it? What happened? Oh, that guy threw a thing at me.
Proper enemy wave coming in.
Yeah. Okay, where's the... There's a healing orb here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Psycho. Did I get it?
I think our past games had quite a lot of that handhelding kind of like mentality, and I like that. Like we moved very much forward.
So it had hand-holding?
Hand-holding, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so our more recent games have like a lot more of the unexplained.
Yeah. But it's also like a balancing act of like, you gotta explain some stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Of course,
not
yeah.
everything.
Not everything, yeah.
And that is, the fun of it is the discovery. Nope, don't. Don't. Oh, he did it. After I specifically said not to. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on! So mean. What if more enemies? What do you think? What do you think of that one? What do you think of that one, Julius? Huh? I want some more enemies. Okay. Wow. That was mean. I just beat a boss, and they're like, "Okay, here you go."
Yeah, it was like the encounter director.
Yeah, encounter director was like, "Fuck you." He really did say, "Screw you." He was mean to me. The encounter director was mean. All right, let's see. There we go. Let me have a quick look of. I can probably upgrade stuff. I haven't upgraded anything in ages. No, I don't have enough for Pierce, but I will upgrade.
Can you get the
This?
search the
That's the grenade launcher, I think. It fires an adhesive munition that
yeah.
when manually triggered.
Can we get this?
We can. Did you want me to show the sound stuff?
Yeah, let's
okay, because
it's
I can do that and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah,
stream,
this is the last thing.
This is the last thing.
Last thing. So, let's just stick a grenade.
Yeah.
Okay. So this whole grenade system is, or like our explosions are modular.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they also take care of, take under account the distance. So if you explode the explosion really close, you can hear all the detail, and then like, you know, all the shrapnel and all the dust and everything. And then if you shoot the explosion really far, like much further than that, you need to go into a very big hole, something like that. If you go to the actual hole and just shoot one, shoot one really far.
Oh yeah, it sounds really
sounds
different.
Completely different. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Oh hey. Thank you. Alice Wake interview.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you for that. Let me just get here so I can get a save going on. All right, cool. Thank you very much, everyone, for today's stream. And thank you, Ville, for being here and bringing all your stuff. That was awesome. And for the extra giveaway.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Giveaway award. So yeah, that was our stream for today. Thank you everyone for watching. If you missed any part of the stream, the VOD is up right after on YouTube and also I think on Twitch, but the Twitch VOD is only up for, I think it's a week. I forget what the time is when after which Twitch scraps it. So YouTube is where they live forever. But thank you very much for today's stream. No big announcements right now or anything to remind you of. Join our Discord server if you already haven't. It is discord.gg/remedygames. I'll post that in both of the chats. You should join there to talk with other wonderful Remedy fans. It should be cool and fun, and you should do it. And also follow us on social media, on all the different social channels. We are, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, TikTok. We will raid someone who's playing AWE now. How's that sound? That sounds great, Vita. That sounds great. hit the raid button for us and let me know who it is. And I will open it up on my screen as well. But yeah, thank you very much for the stream, everyone. We are raiding Azariath over on Twitch, on YouTube. No raids, of course. I'm going to open it here so we can see it when we go there. All right. Yes. So there's a raid message on Twitch side. So copy that and be ready to post it in on Azariath's stream once we head on over there. But yes, thank you very much. Follow us on socials. Join our Discord server. Thank you so much for this great stream. Thank you, Ville, for being here. And we will see you all next week for the next stream. We'll see what we do then. We'll probably have to finish the main game. Honestly, there's not that much other stuff going on anymore in the game. But we'll see. All right. See you all next week. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, we raid on over there. Yes, stop the stream. Stop the stream. No.
Upeat.